a brief look at the Aukey Type-C card reader for MacBook and MacBook Pro. How goes it, folks? This is Jeff Benjamin with 9 to 5 Mac. We are talking about the Aukey Type-C card reader. Here it is, very small device that allows you to connect SD cards and micro SD cards to your USB-C enabled MacBook or MacBook Pro. So inside the box, you'll find instructions, a warranty guide, and of course, the Aukey Type-C card reader. And the first impression is that it's just ridiculously small. It's less than 2 inches tall, so it's not very big at all. You're going to find a full-size SD card reader and a micro SD card reader. You have the USB-C connection here. And like I said, very tiny device. So the full-size SD card just plugs in like this. You're going to have a lot of that SD card hanging out the side, which does present an issue when using this. So that's something to keep in mind. And of course, the micro SD card doesn't stick out nearly as much. You can see it there, but it does stick out a little bit. And although it is possible to have both cards plugged in at the same time, you don't want to do that because it can only read one card at a time. So let's go ahead and plug the Type-C card reader into my 2016 MacBook Pro. You can see the little light come on when it recognizes it, and you can see it flash when it starts to read the card. But as you can see, that SD card sticking out of the side of the card reader is a little awkward. You don't want to really grab on the SD card to remove it, so you kind of have to just wedge your thumb in between the MacBook's chassis and the Type-C card reader. You really don't have any leverage from the back of it like that, so you kind of have to just, it's weird. And while USB-C is totally reversible, you're not going to be able to take advantage of that while you have something plugged into the adjacent USB-C port, because that SD card is sticking out. Now, I did use QuickBench to run a couple of tests to test the write and read speed of the SD card while it was connected to the Aukey Type-C adapter. And as you can see, the speeds are fairly pedestrian, right? Nothing spectacular, but a lot's going to depend on your actual SD card and the speed of the card itself. So a lot of variables here, but I did notice that when I used the same SD card and connected it with the Minix Neo C adapter, I got much better read speeds, about 14 megabytes more on the read. So something to keep in mind here, if you're not someone who uses SD cards all the time, this is a great adapter because it's so small. Not the best build quality, it's plastic, not the best design because you have that SD card sticking out, but it's super small, easy to pack away, and easy to take with you wherever you go. So share your thoughts down below in the comment section. This is Jeff with 9 to 5 Mac.